probably Sunday when you're watching this, which means we're all prepping for the Super Bowl, or those of us who like sports, like football, we're prepping for the Super Bowl. It's a very weird year to prep for the Super Bowl because I remember this time last year, I was going over to friends and I filmed like right before that and hung out with them. I have no idea what I'm doing this year. I'll just be honest with you. I might be at home, just chilling, relaxing, but there's news about, the fact that they're trying to push a larger amount of student loan debt for federal student loans for those of us that borrowed federal student loans to be forgiven. So the original amount they were pushing was $10,000, but now Democrats are really pushing for $50,000. Now, I'm not concerned with where you fall in terms of Republican or Democrat. That's honestly not what I'm here for. I just want to talk about it because this would be a game changer, okay? I understand the argument that 10,000 would not do enough for a lot of individuals that are suffering and dealing with financial hardship, especially with the pandemic right now. But 50,000, it's a whole different story.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Chains. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. When you're viewing this, if you're brand new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. No, this is not a video about kicks. Like, there are lots of videos about sneakers and fear of God and pickups and all other things. I mean, hopefully yesterday I was able to upload kind of the whole little vlog and reorganization of my closet, trying to get my Vans in order and things like that. But this is a little bit different because I like to talk about different things here. Talks with TJ, including budgeting, basic money management, I guess maybe debt here and there, because you should definitely do your best to pay it off, especially right now. I mean, listen, if these times taught us nothing else, okay? Having financial security is everything, and that usually means not owing somebody. Well, at least not owing them in the way in which you can't pay it back, or it puts you in a tight financial bind. And that's what credit cards do, and that's certainly what student loans do, whether they're federal or they're private. Now, private student loan borrowers, I really feel bad for you because there isn't always the same protection or relief for you. I'll say it that way. For federal student loan borrowers, it's a little bit different. So if you are not aware, not living under a rock, there's a lot of news circulating about the push to forgive $50,000 worth of student loan debt. Now, I'll try to put something up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So it's an article on CNBC. Right, the headline reads, Democrats' $50,000 student loan forgiveness plan would make 36 million borrowers debt-free. 36 million. Now, the reason that 10K is said to not have the impact and be able to inject money back into circulation into the economy, because there are a number of student loan borrowers that have federal loans where their total balance still remaining is north of 30,000, right? You have people that currently are carrying a 40, 50, 60, $70,000 balance for student loans. Now, again, I've already said this, I take accountability. I signed on the dotted line, so I would always pay for my student loans. I certainly don't have that much left though. But the truth of the matter is we signed on the dotted line, which means we are liable for those loans. Now, I will say this in the same breath. Student loan debt is the highest form of predatory lending I have ever seen in my life, okay? Ever. I just want to point that out. Ever, ever, ever. And I've worked in a financial aid office, okay? So just understand, I've seen the debt that kids take on. It makes you sick. It makes you want to throw. I'm just being honest with you. So they're discussing possibly forgiving $50,000. They're pushing for President Joe Biden, POTUS, now to do that with an executive order. Now, I know that that's not something that he necessarily wanted through executive order, but the fact that the plan would cancel all of the debt for 80% of federal student loan borrowers, I'm one of them. Women and people of color would be one of the biggest winners. Oh, well, shocker. Okay. Woman, check. Person of color, check. Listen, here for this. I am here for this, okay? So when you look at it, there's already there's a socioeconomic factor that's in there, right? In terms of minorities already being at a disadvantage. It's a totally wide spectrum in terms of wealth in this country. And I think, again, equity and equality and opportunity, being able to have the same chance is a lot. But when you are burdened by student loan debt, what can you do? There's not a whole lot that you can always do. It becomes difficult. It becomes almost impossible you feel. And as my generation ages and gets older, and our parents are heading into their 60s, 70s, some are in their 80s, that means the burden may fall on us then to take care of them. Now, we may not feel burdened because it's our parents and we love them. We would absolutely do whatever is necessary to be there for them financially, emotionally, in whatever way they would need us to. But how can you comfortably do that if you're still paying down student loan debt from decades and decades ago? You can't, because just because the standard repayment plan is 10 years, it doesn't mean a lot of people are in that 10 years. I mean, if you look at default rates prior to the pandemic actually hitting, they were already pretty high. So there were already individuals struggling with paying their minimum student loan payments, let alone now you have the pandemic going on. You may be unemployed. You may get sick. I mean, there are just so many other factors that should be taken into account right now. $50,000 forgiven, freeing up that money means people have the ability, if they want to, relocate, if they want to do so much, buy a home, go rent. The possibilities open up when you're not burdened by debt. That's something that I always want stressed on this channel, right? The whole point is not just, oh yeah, just let me pay this off. Like, there's freedom that comes with that. Now, I will also say this. We can't wait around for the government to be anyone's savior. So as amazing as it would be for them to forgive even $10,000 for every federal student loan borrower out there, we don't know that it will happen. I know they're pushing for it to happen, but I would still caution you, if you're in a position to pay down your loans, I don't think it's a bad idea for you to continue to pay on them, because you never know the impact that can have. Just honestly, we don't have to worry about interest, only principal right now. So listen, I'm for that. I certainly hope it goes through, but I don't know. Winging a prayer. We're hoping, right? We're really hoping. So if you're curious for the Super Bowl, I just feel like I can't bet against Brady. I understand what happened last time, okay? I just feel like I can't bet against Brady, okay? So I'm going Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady's going to win the Super Bowl. Thank you for tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.